Installing the Rhino rail system on your shotgun is pretty easy. It should take about 10 minutes. The Rhino rail will fit 870 shotguns with standard 18 or 20-inch barrels with front bead sights only, and slug barrels with the sights removed. It will not fit vent rib barrels. You will need at least a 2-shot extended magazine tube for the Rhino rail to clamp to. The tools that you need are a nylon hammer, the provided hex head wrench, and some method to support your receiver off your bench, like these bench blocks. You may also choose to use some blue Loctite to prevent your screws from backing out, and for function checking, it's a good idea to have action-proving dummies. First, make sure your shotgun's unloaded and verify the chamber and the magazine tubes are also clear. Next, assemble the barrel clamp using the 2 long screws. Put the 2 halves together, and in the outside set of holes, turn in the screws just a couple of turns to keep the barrel clamp assembly together. You'll see that there's a smaller and a larger opening on the clamp. The smaller opening fits around the barrel and the larger one fits around the magazine tube. Place this assembly inside the Rhino rail with the proper orientation of the clamp for the barrel and the magazine. Then line it up with the screw holes on the rail. Using the medium screws, turn these into the clamp a couple of turns so the clamp is held in place. Now screw in the smallest screws into the end of each replacement receiver pin. Place your shotgun on the bench blocks, and with your nylon hammer and the correct size pin, remembering that the larger pin is at the rear, drive the receiver pins out about 1/16 of an inch. Don't drive the pins all the way out, you just want to move the pins far enough to make it easy to center the pins when you install the rail. Take your Rhino rail assembly and place it onto your shotgun. You may need to spread the barrel clamp apart with your fingers to get it onto the barrel. Line up the rail with your receiver pins and place your shotgun back on the bench blocks. Place one of the plastic spacers in between the rail and your receiver and align it with the rear hole. Use a larger pin to drive out the rear pin, but don't drive the new pin all the way, because you'll need to install the plastic spacer on the other side of the weapon as well. Align the spacer with the front hole and repeat the process. Flip over your shotgun, insert and align the other plastic spacer, and then by placing one of the bench blocks under the new pin, push down on the receiver to drive the pin home. Repeat this for the second pin and finish up by tightening down all 4 small screws into the replacement receiver pins. By the way, keep your original receiver pins in a safe place so you can reinstall them later. Next, tighten the internal barrel clamp screws onto the barrel and magazine tube by alternating side by side until they're snug. You want to ensure equal clamping pressure on both screws, so alternating from side to side is necessary. Now tighten the screws that hold the rail to the barrel clamp and make sure that while you tighten the screws, the barrel stays centered in the rail. If it doesn't, adjust the screws in or out. Once centered, tighten the screws so that they're snug. That'll complete the installation. Now you should perform a quick function check of the shotgun to make sure nothing is binding or interfering. Rack the shotgun a couple of times and make sure the bolt, lifter, and forend move smoothly. Next, load the magazine tube to full capacity with action-proving dummies. With the firearm pointing in a safe direction, work the shotgun as if you were shooting to ensure everything functions correctly.